Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. I'm Janika Lachey, and I so appreciate you all for all the love and support. I've read your comments on the last video that I did about being an exotic dancer and the dark side of that. And y'all were so supportive of each other in the comments, men and women. And I really love y'all so much for that, because that's what I really wanted to create on this platform, is a safe space for us to just encourage each other and support each other and not feel judged. So on that note, and with a continuation, I wanted to share this video. It can be for entertainment purposes or information or inspiration, just for a different perspective. But just being, you know, as a woman that has gone through and lived life, I'm going to be coming on here and just sharing my story and different experiences and life lessons that I've gained along my journey, because y'all have asked me for that as well. So this video is about how being an exotic dancer elevated my relationships with men forever. I mean, forever, y'all. It's been a complete, you talk about a paradigm shift, it's been a complete paradigm shift for me. And just to give you some background story and some context. So prior to dancing, I was the ride or die chick, okay? I was the, you know, hold your man down, I got you, okay? I'm giving you money, I'm paying bills, like I'm doing all of that. And I prided myself on it. Like, I loved it. And I'm a millennial, and I blame the music influence back then. You know, that was I definitely was raised in the ride or die chick era, okay, where, you know, be a down chick, okay? I was definitely raised in that era, and that was, you know, that's who I was. Like, I prided myself on that. It wasn't like a man was using me or anything. I wanted to, like, I identified myself by holding my man down. You know, I was the type of woman, this young woman, y'all, and this is like starting even in high school. Okay, I had my high school boyfriend or whatever, and then later on we got married. That's another story for another day. But I was the type, like, I would give my man money. You know, when we go out to eat, I'm gonna give you the money in the car. So we go, you know, when it's time to pay, after we finish eating, it look like you paid, you know, and, you know, we short on money, you know, to pay the bills and stuff. I'm gonna go figure it out and get some money and, you know, move some stuff around so we can continue to live. And that was like my normal. I did not have an experience that I seen otherwise. My mother and father divorced when I was 9 years old. And my dad was always a provider. We were not rich at all. He always provided, and we had, you know, the things that we wanted for us, you know, toys and new things like that. But I do remember an era, and my dad was probably going through his own thing, but I do remember a time period where when I did ask for, you know, some money, you tell me, you know, baby, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. Oh, baby, I ain't got it. You know, and my dad worked hard, you know, so I'm like, you know, dang, like, you keep hearing it, you know, for so long. I developed this belief that men just didn't have it. Black men specifically, they did not have it. You had to help them out. You had to hold them down. And, you know, it's just a struggle for them, and they just don't have it. And so that, and then the music, you know, and then my mom, she had got remarried, and she worked hard. You know, she always had to work and keep the household afloat, you know, because her husband, not my dad, but her husband, my stepdad, you know, he was not consistent in the house either. So, yeah, that was my experience. So I've taken all of that and that developed my belief that men, black men specifically, they did not have it. You had to help them out. You had to hold them down. And that's just what it was. So that was my normal. Didn't know no better, no different. You know, that was just life. So fast forward to me becoming a dancer. This is probably, you know, I'm in my early 20s now dancing, right? I've gone through a divorce at this point, and I have a boyfriend, and in the club I'm dancing. And he was supportive. My boyfriend at the time was supportive of me being a dancer. And he was like the same, you know, type of typical guy that I was used to being with. Like, he worked, but, you know, he let me spend my money, and I wanted to. Like, that's just what I did. Y'all have to understand my mindset at the time. That's just what it was. That was who I was at that time. And so anyway, I'm dancing, and y'all, so of course, naturally, I'm a Black woman. So I went to a Black club to go and work in, and like literally the experience of showing up, being cute, you know, and a man giving me money. Like, when it first happened, it was just like, what? You know, like, oh my God, like, men have money? It is so ironic because I'm going to go work in a dancing in the club, and my belief is that men don't have money, but I'm going to dance in the club. But my relationship with men was that you got to help them out. They were struggling. Like, the two never crossed because, you know, it was separate in my mind. One is the relationship aspect. You got to help them out. But then I'm going to this club and these men give me some money. But that's just what it was. Anyway, it's ironic looking at it now. But when it first happened, I was like, oh my God, like if it was a Twilight experience, like that's what it would look like. Like, like they have money. Like, oh my God, men do have money. Like, y'all, in my mind, it was like, it was crazy. They do have money, and they're throwing it. They're throwing it at me. Oh my God. So, that's what it was. Like, I believe that men did not have money. They were broke, and you had to help them out. So that completely changed my thought process and the type of men that I attracted and what I wanted to experience in a relationship. So in that relationship, me and him, we actually still stayed together for about 2 years after that. But even during that relationship, baby, after it changed, had that paradigm shift up here, that, oh, they do have money. And it's okay for me to ask and receive, because I didn't know how to ask and receive from men. And I believe that back then, I really had, my self-worth was in giving, right? Like I said, I prided myself, identified myself as a woman that do for her man, can hold her man down. And I prided myself on it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you do it out of not having no self-worth, you know, you really be feeling like, you know, unhappy, but you don't know why. You can't figure it out because you're not aware that it's from self-worth, low self-worth, or no self-worth. But that's what it was. So it totally changed my thought process, even in that relationship. And like, he was cool, but it was me. I didn't ask. I didn't receive. And my identity and my worth then was tied to what I can do, you know, for you, you know. And because I didn't see my being and who I was as a woman as being enough, let me, you know, here, give you some money. I know you ain't got it, you know, it's tight. I'm gonna hold you down, because that's what the 99s and the 2000s, all the music told me to be and do, was to hold you down. You're down, chick, and that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did. And yeah, like, I love it here in this new place that I am. And it made me feel, being an exotic dancer made me feel more beautiful and confident and worthy of myself. And I know a lot of people, which is also ironic that some people, you know, judge exotic dancers or strippers of, you know, basically being like, what's another word y'all be calling it? You know, the garden tool, you know, and being trash or whatever. But for me, it actually elevated my self-worth. It made me ask for more. It made me be more confident. And even because I was a businesswoman going into dancing, and I think I talk about that a little bit on the other video that I made, but it elevated me and my confidence in like every area of my life, but especially in relationships. Like, I am not the same woman. I'm never going back. And I love it here. And the experience that I have now in relationships, knowing my worth, being confident, and being confident just in my being, just in my presence, not about, oh, let me go, I can do this, that, and other, but just who you are. Like, you as a person, your being is dope and enough. Just that, enough. Just your presence, everything that you're made of, and how you carry yourself, and how you speak life, and how you move, like your energy is enough. And I love it here. So with that said, my relationships after dancing, y'all, continue to elevate, elevates. And it's like, I never like bash men and broke men, because I believe that it's always somebody for everybody. You know, everybody have different journeys and what they're an alignment to, but at the core of knowing your worth. And my experience as an exotic dancer or stripper, I don't got no problem with the name stripper, because I'm confident in who I am. Y'all can't make me feel bad or judge me about nothing. Okay, let's take it somewhere else, because I don't care. But it elevated my whole experience, and I'm glad that I went through it, and it just elevated my life. So y'all let me know what y'all think. And is that what you expected? Are you like, what? How did that elevate your life? Yes, it elevated my life. But if y'all want more videos like this, and if you like the channel and you're liking the vibes, you want to continue to build this community up as a safe space, no judge zone over here, we do not judge each other, y'all go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see y'all next time.